Hello, my friends. Welcome to this new episode of Teepee and Friends. This episode will be in English since my guest will be speaking mainly in English. And let's not waste no more time and let's begin with this introduction. My guest today is Lucy, better known as Lucy SD, for her show Metal is the Law from Germany, but you will learn that she is not German. And I'll let you understand everything following this interview. I hope that you will enjoy this chit chat with Lucy, learn a little more about her, and mainly I say thank you for everyone who's been following this page, even if it's more of French content. But thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, like this page, and see you next time. Cheers. Hello, Lucy. Welcome to my podcast. Thank you for accepting my invitation. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine. Thanks for the invitation. Of course, I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Lucy, you are really a good part of the underground now with your show. And firstly, I want to thank you for everything you do for the scene. It's really important to have people with such passion for our music and our world. So in that regard, I will let you introduce yourself and what you do to the audience that is not knowing what you're doing.
Okay.
So feel free to elaborate and discuss and let us know who you are.
Okay, all right. So first of all, thank you so much for having me here. Really, I'm proud of being here and also proud of supporting metal, underground metal, and because this is really important. And I think actually, I'm also a musician, so I think the underground musicians, sometimes they don't have space to show how good they are and how much potential they have to reach the best spotlight. I mean, so that's why I have Metal's Law with Lucy SD. It used to be a radio show, and I'm the host of it, of course. I'm Lucy SD. It used to be a radio show, and it was for a long time, almost 40 years, I guess. I'm not sure anymore. But somehow, for some reasons that I'm not going to go in some small details for it, but I've just decided to do not go on with radio anymore. In general lines, it was some agreements or disagreements that I had at that time with the radio. Actually, with some people of the radio, not everyone, of course. And also personal situations that it was not fitting my life at that time anymore. So then I just decided, okay, I'm going just with my YouTube channel. So actually the interviews in the first beginning were thought about audio interviews as you are doing your podcast. I also was completely focused on audio. And the first interviews, I don't have a video record for them. I just have the audio versions. And but then with the time, it was so nice to be there, to be on the gigs, to interview the bands. Then I thought, okay, it's doomed if I don't know, if I don't record a video. So that's why I got in contact with some people. They helped me in the beginning, and then with the time I was doing by myself my own thing with my cell phone, kind of an underground thing as well.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
DIY is the law.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go. And it was a kind of it was really welcomed by the bands and by the musicians. They all love it, even if it was something like I was doing selfies with the people, instead of having a photographer. I was really an underground person doing an underground thing for underground bands. That was the point. And then of course I started uploading on the YouTube channel. And I had, on the same time, the radio and the YouTube channel release on the same time. And then I decided to leave the radio, and I just went with my with Matters a Law YouTube channel, and that's what I've been doing for already a year and a half, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, or 2 years. I'm not sure. Maybe 1 year and a half. And what is good on that is that I'm free. If I have time, because of my personal life, if I have time, I do the interviews. If I don't have time, I don't do it. I don't have any commitment of like, okay, I will reach 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers and I will have money with YouTube. This is not the point. And if that comes, great. But, that was not the point, actually. So that's why I keep doing as a YouTube channel. Of course, there's also all the support of social media. So Matters of Law with Lucy SD is a Facebook page with 7,700 followers. And even with all the discussions about Facebook going down and so forth, I still have a very nice feedback from the people. When I post something connected to the bands, of course, it's like a daily news, page. And with memes related to metal, to music, so the people have much fun as well. And of course, the Instagram account also, but Facebook page has really reached really much more people.
I think Facebook is still working fine for mainly the older generation that are metalheads. They are the main generations of metalheads nowadays, because I don't know how it is in Germany, but here in France, we have some young metalheads, but not as much involved in the scene as they used to be. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why Facebook is still very important, because it's the target of our audience.
Yes. I just realized that my posts, of course, for now, they are not reaching the number that they used to reach before. That's why I felt that something's going on, because I used to have much response on the Facebook groups and so forth. So I kind of have the idea that the people are leaving Facebook, but still, I still have some feedback. And as you told, from old generation, for sure, they are all there,
People are telling me all the time, your podcasts are too long. Your contents are really long. I mean, what's the point to make a few seconds of content? I don't have time to make that kind of content. I want to speak to people. I don't want to show anything stupid, or I don't know. Everything is so fast now. I don't get it. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know. But the point is, I don't want to go in TikTok or any shit like that.
Me too. I'm not going for TikTok. I think it's too fast, and then we are not there to even speak correctly. For me, when I have these promotional videos on Instagram and Facebook to promote the interviews when they will be released, so I have to speak really fast already, and that is already for me something like 1 minute or 1 minute and 10 seconds, something like that. Yeah, it's already crazy. Sometimes I get like, and imagine if with TikTok, that's
Hello, I went my way. That's it. Hello, bye bye. So,
have time. and it's over. So
How can you develop your content or anything like that? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. Me neither. It's crazy. I'm not going to TikTok. This is a decision already. I still prefer Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and keep like that for the moment. Of course, with some improvements. Like an introduction with music. I'm kind of developing an idea, and I have a partner that is helping me a lot with that. That it's Paul Beltman, and we are kind of like having a kind of project just to improve Maro's law, just to be nicer, visually.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
For sure. And I met him in 2007. We played together in a gig here in France. We were opening for Sinister at the time. And he was the drummer for Sinister.
The drummer of Sinister,
yeah. It was crazy. And then we reconnected a few years ago in Facebook. So I'm trying to get him on the podcast also.
Oh, I hope that works.
Yeah, he's open for it. No worries. But not now. So
okay.
This is for a few months, I think, later.
All right.
Yeah, so
I'm
Paul
looking
is helping.
forward it.
Thank you. Paul is helping you.
Yeah, we're kind of having some ideas, and he told me, I have this song here. We could just, so I'm playing the bass lines of the intro for the show, and just some improvements at the moment, just to get Matters the Law a little bit nicer or more presentable or creative or interesting, but that's it, for the moment with Matters the Law. And of course, as I told you in the beginning, I'm also a musician a little bit. I'm still, not on the level that you guys are, for sure.
Yeah. It's not a competition, It's not a competition, If you play from the heart, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I guess, I had some challenges during my life, and unfortunately, I could not develop as much as I wanted. And this is still a dream, It's still on the dream situation there, on the idea.
Are you still practicing or playing at home?
Yes, sometimes, but not as much as I should,
Yeah, but it's still there in your life.
Yeah.
So you have to keep practicing and working, because we want to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you.
But don't worry. I'm coming with some question regarding your playing and your music. No.
Okay, great.
I'll let you go on with your program.
Yeah, so, I believe for Matters a lot, that's the point. Keep supporting metal. Of course, I'm also open to share news from big bands, or, like Iron Maiden or whatever, of course. Sure. But not only. Yeah, the focus is still on underground metal, so that's why I keep supporting some bands that they are. And I see the development of these bands with the years, and also people getting and meeting and going to the gigs and saying me later, oh yeah, that band, oh yeah, I heard that on your show, or I saw the interview and I got so interested. And the people they are really following my suggestion. This is only a suggestion, of course, to listen to that band or that band, and I'm having so a nice feedback that I just keep, doing that, because it's wonderful. Yeah, that makes me happy, really.
So how does it work? You contact the bands, or do you accept bands contacting you?
Both. Sometimes I see a release, for example, and I think, let's go for this release, because it's important for a band, of course, to promote the last album, the last release. Of course, I'm pretty aware of it. So sometimes I go and speak with the bands, but I also have the answer, the questions for the band, like, oh, Lucy, this is my new single. I would like to promote it. And then I listen to the single, or the people send me the CD. And then I thought, oh, this is a nice job, a nice CD. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's just do an interview of it. I think with you or with the band, I think it will help, and you deserve really to be there. So yeah, that's how it happens.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool because you're still in touch with the underground, and that's a logical way of making it, I think.
Yes, it is. And also going to the gigs sometimes to interview the bands as well, you know. So this contact is the best.
Very important. Yeah,
yes.
When you meet the bands and the musicians, that's the best part.
Yes,
because
it is.
Because nothing can replace a one-to-one conversation in real life.
Yes, it's true. And it's much more, and it's even more special when you interview online a person, a band or a musician, and then you have a second time a chance to meet them live. And then it's like old friends, you know, meeting. Yeah. It's like, hey, you know, it's crazy. So I had the chance to interview, for example, twice Saturnus, and it was exactly like that. You just come and say, oh, Lucy, hey, you know, it's something so funny and magical as well. Yeah. So with some bands, the connection gets like more than an idol and a fan, is much more as like friendship somehow, you know. It's really nice.
So, through the years, you had to interview some bands. I know that you spoke with some French bands. You are in contact with some bands. So what are your favorite French bands, for example?
French bands? French bands. All right.
Please don't tell me it's just Gojira, because that's obvious.
Gojira. Yeah, well, I could say that Gojira is still. I'm sorry.
Okay. I made you do it, so.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
So, yeah, it's your fault. So Gojira was, actually speaking about Gojira, I had a chance to see them last year, and I got so amazed. So they have a unique sound, you know, that of course it's like, it's wonderful.
They earned their success. I mean,
yes.
Even if you're not a fan of the band, you have to respect the work ethic that they had.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah. Of course, I had I have some French bands, some underground French bands, and musicians as the guys of Live Figures, and also the vocalist Teepee, the ex-vocalist of Live Figures, that he's not there anymore, and he's producing his own stuff. Yeah. No end for it. He's the machine creativity, and he's keeping, you know, like producing and releasing black metal, and also he had also a project with like some kind of techno stuff, and you know, it's wonderful just to keep
releasing some new stuff,
releasing and following the creativity of the guy, you know, and somehow you get like, oh wow. And and then these guys, they go here and there with some other new bands. They are all kind of friends, and they live there in this region of Colmar or Nancy.
They are in the far east of France.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are kind of a group, and then we kind of know each other, and you keep like following and knowing the band.
You see the evolution and
yes, the evolution of them, you know.
Yeah.
So I think they are the undergrounds at least. Of course, Moose King was also a very nice one.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for broadcasting our song.
But yeah, conviction, of course.
Thank you. That's two.
Yeah. And so forth. I don't want to forget someone, and the guys get like, oh, you didn't mention me.
You forgot about me.
But yeah, but all of you French musicians, I love you all. That's it.
So, do you plan to come to see France anytime soon?
Yeah, I really hope to be there on the weekend. Let's see.
Oh.
For this, it will be in Paris, I guess. But I'm not sure, okay? But I'm doing my best to be there on this Ataraxi, Morbihan, Deha.
Yeah, this is a very good show.
The gig, yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't be there. I have some family obligations, so I can't go there. They are my friends. They all play together, so.
Yes, it's like a must scene. Huh? But I understand. That's why on this week I'm more, quiet. I mean, more free than the usual. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm gonna try, but it's of course far. So let's see if it will be possible. I hope so. I'm
sorry, the show will be broadcasted after their show.
All right. So then after we will know
see.
about it. Yeah, I will try to interview them. So yeah, you will see.
I will make an update and I will say she was not there. She was lying.
or she was there.
She was there actually. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
So Lucy, you're from Brazil originally.
Yes.
So. First of all, I wanted to know how was your experience of metal there, your upbringing and everything. How did you come to listen to metal and everything?
Right. Yeah. So I'm Brazilian. I was born in Brazil, but my father is Portuguese. So I'm kind of half-half, and I also have the Portuguese passport. So I'm a Portuguese and Brazilian citizen. Okay. But of course, my childhood, my teenager years were in Brazil. So that was kind of super special because if you're living in Brazil some time ago, some years ago, so not mentioning my age, but mentioning, not mentioning.
Clever point.
Yeah. So it was kind of special because we didn't have the chance to know all the bands as in Europe, for example, or the American bands. They were most the ones which were on the radio or specific radio shows and on MTV. And like yesterday, and and of course the connection with these bands got really stronger, and with the time we had the chance to get more into the underground as well. So for me, I was kind of 11 years old and I was listening to the radio. My family, my father mostly was really connected to music. We had guitars at home. He had a cassette or a tape of Black Sabbath, so it was like music was always there. And with 11 years old, I guess I tried. I was more into learning English, and so I thought that the music was the best way.
Teacher,
Yeah, it's the best teacher. Yes, it is. So I kind of started listening to the radio, but not the old Brazilian music. I wanted something new, and I kind of had the chance to listen to some hard rock. And I got like, oh, this is nice, like Bon Jovi or something. But this Bon Jovi, that it was not pop, it was still hard rock. And I got like, oh, cool. And then until the day that I had the chance to listen to Iron Maiden. Oh. And when that happened,
it was over.
It's over. It was over.
You can go back.
It was like I don't know, enlightenment moment, you know. I was like, what's that? You know, and then I never got back to normal. So I got like the way that I am. And of course, I had the chance at that time it was still the Fear of the Dark album, but I had the chance really soon to get to know the Somewhere in Time album. And that this is still my favorite Iron Maiden album. It's still the one who got me. You know, Iron Maiden got me on that album. Okay. And I used to have the vinyl. So with all this, you know, the cover was
the
so
cover
magical.
is so...
Yes.
So, it's over the top. It's perfect.
Yes.
All the special details.
Yes.
Everything is hidden in.
Yes.
But yeah, if you're a fan, you know that you have to check out that cover and try to guess from where they stole the ideas. Yeah,
and the connections, the small details and the connection with other albums, other songs, other movies and so forth. This is crazy. That was, you know. After that, I just got into metal. And then, of course, I wanted to learn the guitar, and I had the chance to have acoustic guitar classes as a teenager. And then my father gave me my a guitar, electric guitar, and that's how I wanted just to play what I was listening. Of course, at that time, girls were not doing that much. You know, most of the girls at that time, they were kind of listening to Nightwish or something like that. And I was like, what? Okay, Nightwish is nice. I also like Nightwish, you know, like old Nightwish with Tanya Turunen. Great. But I mean, I was not this girl that wanted to go with long dresses, you know, like 40 degrees outside.
I understand,
long black dresses, go on the street, you know.
Kind of silly. You can say it. That's kind of silly.
Lots of girls were doing that. They were my friends, some.
Yeah, of course.
I was kind of, okay, I'm going with, you know, just an Iron Maiden t-shirt and that's it, and shorts or
just
jeans.
Just feeling comfortable and be yourself.
Yes. But this is how everything happened. And then I had, of course, the first bands with these people from the School of Music. And... but this School of Music, don't think that it's something big like we have here in Germany or something serious. It was more like, you know, on your neighborhood, there was a guy who was giving some guitar classes, and then he called that place as a school, you know. Let's go together.
Bring the kids.
Yeah, bring the kids. Yeah, but yeah, something like that. Of course, there were more crazy people doing that together. It was really a school with keyboard classes, bass, guitar classes. It was a school, but not a serious thing, like, And then, of course, I had the chance to meet many people there, having some bands here and there, until the time I was a guitarist at that time, and I tried to sing once, and it worked well, and after some years, I kind of changed from guitar to bass guitar, because there was already two guitarists on the band, and in Brazil, at that time mostly, the bands didn't come to Brazil. And this is true. That's why you see all the Facebook posts to people say,
come to Brazil. I can understand that. You know, I'm from a country where we didn't have bands coming to. I'm from Algeria, and there you don't have. We just had an underground scene, but no big bands showed up. So we had to be the bands that play. So.
Yes, and then you have space for cover bands, and that's what happens a lot, because the metal scene needs to survive, and you don't have like bands playing like here. You know, here it's a paradise here in Europe. I mean, because I live in Germany, so. it's a paradise. One weekend you see, Dream Theater in Netherlands. On Monday you see, I don't know, another band in France.
Yeah.
It's magical. But there, you don't have that. You have only weekends and cover bands. So you go for the cover bands and you have fun with them.
Yeah. I was in a band there, my first band. Actually, what we did is that we played covers. Mm-hmm. And in between covers, we sneaked some originals, just to try to see the reaction. And when it was accepted that we played our own songs, we tried to keep with that. But at the time, it was more cover bands than original bands.
Yeah.
And it's great because you learn better to play the instrument because you have a challenge to play exactly what's recorded by the band.
Yes.
So it's a good school. But at one point you have to do your own stuff. Otherwise, you're not expressing yourself.
Yes, I agree with everything what you told. Exactly.
Thank you.
I think the same.
High five.
High five. Yeah. So that was this chance to be a bass player over an Arch Enemy cover band because a girl was like growing and we found her. She was blonde. She was exactly like Angela Gosso. I mean, the appearance, physically. Then we got like, okay, so
it will work.
Yeah, I'm going for the best. Okay, let's do it. And it worked for a period. So somehow, I don't know why, she just decided, no, I'm out of the band. What? How? How can we replace a girl growling? At that time was not.
It wasn't that common. Yeah, that was not common.
Not really. And then, of course, once again, I thought, okay, maybe I'm gonna try. But then, of course, once I'm the vocalist, I cannot go back to we have to have a bass player.
Okay.
And then but we searched here and there, no girls. Okay, so let's do this shit. Okay. So I just left the bass and then I started singing. And also worked well for a time. And again, life changed, things changed, and the band was over. Yeah. But anyway, I had the chance to be
the front woman.
Front woman as Angela Gosso and also as the best player of Arch Enemy, D'Angelo. I forgot his name. And
Charlie D'Angelo.
Yes. Yeah. He's great. And so that was the point. That's what happened, and that was my last really.
Are there some videos of this band?
No, actually, we had one, but I don't know if I can find it anymore.
Okay.
It was really just a small thing. Was not
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that was my first experiences with metal in Brazil, and again. With the time, of course, we had the chance to go on with underground and some black metal bands, some doom metal bands, but that was not in the beginning. So it was crazy. And until today, I still believe, even with all this information that we have on our hands, it's still not the same when you were in Brazil. I think you are still connected somehow to some kind of bands that they are more acceptable. For example, I believe all the thrash metal bands are really love it in Brazil. Power metal bands, maybe death metal bands, but I think they are the most
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how you can see how many bands with this genre are also good Brazilian bands and respected.
Yeah, of course. You have a strong scene.
Yes.
Really. Because you see that, in Brazil, like most, like they say, third world countries, you have to work harder you have to be better than the rest if you want to be spotted.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
It's true. It's true.
You don't have the
instruments.
You don't have the instruments.
Yeah.
You have to be a good player.
Yes.
It's not the instrument that will make you a good player. You have to.
No, not really.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I can understand the struggle.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's much more difficult than what we have here.
Yeah, of course.
It's really, and also the culture. I mean, we have the Brazilian music there, like annoying, or some kinds. Okay,
of course.
Please don't judge me, but sometimes they are really annoying. And you don't have like everything on your hands as we have here in Europe. You know, the things here are really easier to get. It's really easier to have the things, you know. And in Brazil, you really need to, you know, do a super effort. So the Brazilian musicians, they are metal musicians mostly. They really deserve our respect because
of course.
Not easy.
Kudos to you guys. You deserve the legendary status.
Yeah. Sure.
So then you went to live in Germany.
Yes.
Did you play some music in Germany?
Yeah, so then, well, actually not. Actually, I had some instruments I was playing at home. Then I had a family, or I still have, so I became mama.
Yeah.
And
that's a full-time job.
That's a full-time job, so you know that it's not that easy.
Yeah.
But then I had the chance, actually, during the pandemic, to have something. And it was something never dreamed about, but it was the incarnation band. So this is a huge story.
I was going on that topic anyway, so feel free if you want to speak now about the band or later.
Yeah. I'm going to speak right now. So we are already speaking and telling stories. So then I was there, you know, just checking things for the radio, and then a guy called Amir Kaskas. He just got in contact. He wanted to be a Facebook friend, and then I'd accepted because I'm always thinking, okay, it's a musician who wants to show me his band, and I'm going, you know, or air on the radio, blah, blah, blah. And then he came with the invitation he invited me to join his band. He was trying to create a band. And then I was like, oh, nice. And then he showed me all his material, and I got like, whoa, that sounds really cool. And he told me, I needed some help just to form this band. And he's from Syria, but he lives in Berlin. And in Germany, I live exactly on the other side, you know, close to the Netherlands.
Okay.
So it's quite of 8 hours if you go by bus from one place to another.
Yeah.
And then it was Corona time, so we had nothing to do, actually. We needed to stay home. And I kind of started thinking, all right, so let's do an online thing. And I'm going to invite some musicians because, I know many of them. So and I started, you know, inviting here and there and there and there and there. And then Samuel from Helleborn, ex-Helleborn, he said yes. And then Paul Beltman as well as a drummer.
You contacted me actually.
As well.
Yeah. I have too many bands. Sorry. I can't deal with that.
This is always what I listen for all drummers.
Yeah. That's the problem. I should have picked up the bass also.
Yes. But really, I had so many answers, and from Paul as well. He also told me, I have many bands. No, but please, you know. Okay, maybe I can help you somehow, but I'm not in the band. You know, he was always like
You know, laid back. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
that for real. But he did. And we recorded that. It was pretty intensive. It was, at least for me at that time, you know, my experience with it was really special. because I got focused on that. And it was like building a dream, like, okay, I have nothing anymore. I mean, of course, I have my kids, I have my things, but I need to stay home. So I'm building my dream, and I was like really focused on that. And we recorded 3 songs.
Okay.
But no, only at home. We could not go to studios. We could not, and
everything.
Samuel lives in Mallorca.
Yeah.
Spain.
Easy.
So, Netherlands, Germany. So Paul and me are the closest ones. Yeah. I mean, but Samuel really far, and Amir as well. So we did everything the way that it was. So, and then we released the EP. Just no physical copies, just
digital,
digital, yes. And I think it was like a dream come true. Of course, still not list. I mean, it should more. I mean, the sound, the final sound was not on the professional, still not on this professional level, but still, it's our history,
Yeah, of course, it's your work.
Register, so I'm proud of it, and I don't care if it's not.
You should.
Yeah, I don't care if it's not. It's not like this. It's not like that, or like yeah.
But anyway, you cannot please everyone.
Yes.
There are so many assholes in this world.
Yes. And if you keep
just
trying,
do it for yourself. Just do it for yourself.
If you keep trying to be nice to them, you just kind of lose your focus. So fuck off.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, Incarnation, is it still active?
Yes. Actually, so I had some changes in my life again. And unfortunately, I had to leave the band because of the obvious reasons. Amir wanted that everything was recorded, and I completely understand him. I completely understand his positions, and I'm still not on the same speed that I used to be before. I mean, with time, not speeding by playing. I mean, having time,
of course,
to be in a band or like this. So that's why I decided to leave the band. I don't know exactly how the band will go on. I don't have any other information. That happened not long ago. It was at the end of the year, and I've just decided because I think it was the most reasonable
of course
decision. I didn't want.
It's a mature thing to know when you can do it.
Yes.
You don't want to be a hassle for the band.
Yes, exactly.
Of course.
And I took a long time. Actually, I was really trying, but it didn't work. So I just decided to leave the band. I don't know what Incarnation will do for now on. I hope him, actually, Amir is the guy behind, because Samuel left the band as well. So I hope he gets on, because it was a dream of all of us, even if the main ideas came from him. We all gave the project our best, and so I just wish the best for Incarnation and for Amir as well.
I mean, maybe now, since the pandemic is controlled, maybe he will find some musicians in his area, and it will be easier for him. I think maybe that's the idea, and it would be better, because a band needs to rehearsal, a band needs to be together, to go to studio and so forth. You know how it is. You know exactly. You have to share some time and know the people, so the interactions is better.
Yes. So this is necessary, and so I hope that he finds people who will go on with what we started together, at that time.
Okay. So, do you still plan to get another band anytime soon?
Yes.
Great.
Actually.
Do you have something cooking already?
Yeah, but it's more in my mind. I mean, my plan, yes, is a dream. So don't expect like, oh, maybe in 1 year. I don't give any date, you know. But I have the dream, and this dream is in my mind, and I already have some people that said, okay, maybe we can do that together, and. So yeah, I hope we can go on this direction, and that would be a band. I would sing and play the bass.
Yeah.
Maybe some doomish, but not exactly doom metal. I think that I don't know what can come from out of my creativity as well. Once again, Paul is the guy who would be able to help me as well, and with him on the drums. So that would be for now an idea.
Okay.
Maybe, but it's better do not have much expectations about anything.
Yeah, but you know, life is short.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss the opportunities and be sorry later. No.
Yes. So yes. You're right.
If you can make it happen, just do it, because
yes.
We don't have time for regrets.
Yes, you're right. When time is over, it's over. And the truth is that we leave nothing with us when we are gone. I mean, that's what we leave in this world. That's what it stays, and it's our story, you know, and then people will remember us, after.
Yeah, that guy that plays in those shitty bands.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. You will will not be forgotten. That's the thing.
That's the point. Yeah. You make it for yourself first, and then you say, okay, maybe I will leave a kind of a trace on this planet, on this world. My mark somewhere, somehow, I don't know, but it's important.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting to know that you are continuing with music. You want to sing growling or just normal singing?
It's more growling. Maybe I think it would be nice maybe to mix both, but growling is still the point. This is still what I have more fun by doing that. Than cleaning. Of course, for clean vocals, how I'm going to explain that? You have some completely different techniques for clean or growling, and you kind of have to be good on both if you want to have both, you know. So then, of course, it needs also dedication and training and practicing. So this is what I would like as a dream, you know.
Okay.
For the reality, let's see what comes. Yeah.
So, for Metal is the Law, what are your plans for the next month? You want to continue? You said you want to do it on your own rhythm, your own schedule, you know?
Yes.
So, but do you plan on expanding a little bit more?
Yeah. Actually, my plans before were one interview per week. And I was keeping that for a long time. But then I kind of had some months without interviews because of I moved it from one place to another. Then, of course, then it's Christmas. Okay, on Christmas time, I also have this advent calendar series that it was already 30 years that I record. I film a video every day for the calendar.
I saw that.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time as well. So in December, I recorded no interviews at all because I was really focused on that. So I still wanted to go on with one interview per week, but facing the reality, I think it would be maybe easier if I just let like 2 interviews per month. So every second week.
Yeah, I understand that perfectly, because when I've begun my podcast series, I was doing an interview per week. Mm-hmm. It worked fine for the first month, and then you have the family time, you have the band time,
yes,
and sometimes you're tired. We are not young anymore. Sometimes you have trouble on your personal life. You're not really interested in doing it. So for this year, I just decided to continue twice a month, like you said.
Yeah, good.
It's more manageable, and maybe the quality will be better.
Better, yes. Because if you do that like every week, sometimes you cannot, but you do it because you told you would. So I agree with you. I think in 2 weeks you will kind of find a perfect time to be able to be there. Because of course, interviewing people, you also need to be focused. You also need to be, energetically nice to speak with people. You cannot say
you
like,
have to be positive. You have to be, of course.
You
have to enjoy what you're doing.
Of course, you have to be in the mood of interviewing people, or it will not run well. You get like, the interview will be boring, So, and we don't find that energy, like the way that you schedule that. Sometimes you are not on the mood on that day. So I agree with you. I think twice it's great, Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I mean, once in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then we have to manage like 1 week your podcast and 1 week Matters the Law, and then people always have interviews.
We have to feed the people now.
Yeah. Together.
Yeah. So, Lucy, we are arriving to the end of the interview. Oh, okay. If you want to add something, feel free to do it, because I'm not saying that the time is really an issue. If you want to add something, feel free to do it. Okay. If you want to advertise your show or anything special, you can use that time. Help yourself.
Okay, thank you. So, once again, Matters the Law with Lucy SD is a YouTube channel. If possible, I would like to let the link for the channel on the description.
Put everything on every social media. It will be there.
Yeah, that would be really nice to have more subscribers. Why? Because we reach more people. It's logical. Yeah, if we have more subscribers, more people will watch it. So that's why it's important. Even if you are going to watch the interview and not anymore, but it's still good if you subscribe, because that helps supporting metal, and that's the point. Also, Facebook and Instagram, that would be nice to be more followers as well. Same reason. Yeah, it's not that. It's just because we reach more people with that. But underground should be underground. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because if you are underground and you are creating a new album, of course you want the people listening to you. And don't be, a liar saying no. Yeah. So then do it for yourself. Don't record the album. So, of course, you want an audience. Yeah, you don't need to have an arena or stadium, but you need some people to listen to your thing. So good. So that's one thing with all the social media. So the interviews are always released on Thursdays. So I would say every second week for now on. And I also promote this on Facebook. So it's nice to support this somehow as well. And so that's my thing, supporting metal. I'm happy by doing that for so many years. And I'm going on because nobody told me, hey,
stop it.
I'm just, keep doing it. And I'm having fun.
That's the main purpose, is to have fun.
Yeah. It is. It's my thing. And I still hope to have you all, of course, supporting me, supporting Teepee as well, of course, because, interviewing people, as we told, is super nice, but sometimes it's also a challenge. Yeah,
yes.
You don't know if the other people, the people you are interviewing will give you the feedback that you were expecting, or will be on the same mood. It's also a challenge, no? And I think it's nice to support this kind of thing as well. And well, about my music, yeah, I hope to come with news soon. Yeah, but it's a dream, as I told you also. Yes, I hope that this dream comes true. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And yeah, as soon as I have something, some news, of course, I will let you know. And also you, Teepee, of course.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much. And of course, Teepee will be interviewed on Matters the Law really soon.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of managing time.
Yes,
but of course, it would be a pleasure to interview you as well. And yeah, I have
with
some
great
questions
pleasure.
ready. Yeah, I think that's it. I had much time with this interview. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy it as well, guys. So yeah, that's it.
Muito obrigado.
De nada.
Parfait. Thank you, and I hope to have you sometime soon to be back on the podcast.
Oh,
just
yes, for sure.
To speak a little bit more about the project. So we will,
yes,
wait for you to prepare something.
Yeah, when I have something new, yeah, I'll let you know. It will be, of course, once more a pleasure.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, and
thank you.
See you soon.
See you then.
Cheers. Cheers.
Bye.